our government wants to just print more money and make it go away that way and sink us further and further into deficit. At what point does the debt become so, and listen, I'm no economist, but at what point does the debt become so insurmountable that Canada has no actual choice but to go and beg to become the 51st state just to stay afloat? Because honestly, folks, that's the trajectory Canada is on. Decades, years of reckless spending, failed energy policies, and economic mismanagement from this Liberal government have weakened our ability to compete globally so badly right now that we are a global joke, and it continues to be that way. And now, when faced with a potential economic shock, the solution is to renegotiate trade deals. Renegotiate, not handouts. We need to stand firm for Canadian interests. But now it's to burn billions more in borrowed money to soften the blow on Canadians? Listen, nobody wants a backlash on Canadians. Nobody does, and I'm not saying that. But here's the truth. Handouts don't fix bad policy. They just delay the inevitable collapse, especially when we're sitting in a $60 billion deficit already. Every dollar given away in emergency relief today is another dollar that future generations will be shackled to in higher taxes, higher interest rates, and much fewer economic opportunities. Think about our kids here. For this temporary pain, where we could just be sitting there and making sure we can get a seat at the table and negotiate. We are literally mortgaging Canada's future to pay our government's lack of vision, to pay for our government's lack of vision, I should say, and their incessant lack of leadership. What we need is real leadership, leaders who will sit down at the table, get us a seat at that negotiation table, and negotiate for Canada's economic survival and secure a fair deal that protects our industries and jobs. Donald Trump is a business person. He's saying 25% handouts because he's starting high. That's what you do in negotiations, and fall back to where you really wanted to be. Handshakes over handouts, folks. That should be the strategy. Because if we don't correct course right now, we may wake up one day to find that the only way out of Canada's crushing debt is to give up our sovereignty altogether. And nobody wants that. Canada deserves better.